Hello and welcome everyone to the week ahead commodity report, where we of course will be reviewing the markets for the week ahead. First of all, happy new year to everybody. I hope you all had a fantastic holiday season and wishing you all the best for 2022. Now there's no question that 2021 that will go down in history as one of the most profitable years ever for commodity traders. However, 2022 is projected to be even bigger. A total of 27 commodities ranging from the metals to the energies to the agricultural markets, they racked up double to triple digit gains to firmly position themselves as the best performing asset class of 2021. Now, as we head into 2022, that trend is definitely set to continue. Last year, everyone from Goldman Sachs to Bank of America, they predicted the start of a new commodity super cycle. The traders that saw the opportunity and took action accumulated massive, life-changing wealth. In fact, the majority of our clients at the Gold and Silver Club, they made between 6 and 7 figures in 2021. Here are just some of the testimonials which have been flooding in from our clients, sharing their success stories and achievements. As you know, going into the Christmas period, we built into 20 positions on commodities. We banked a windfall amount of profit last week with our clients, over 9,000 points profit. So of course, for every one lot contract that you'll be trading, that's $90,000 of profit. For every 10 lot contract that you'll be trading, that's $900,000 of profit. Many of our clients, they rewarded themselves and their families after banking that windfall amount of profit, and of course having a very successful 2021, which was very much deserved by all of our members. Now last week, Goldman Sachs, they signaled in their latest report that the best place to be in 2022 is once again commodities, predicting huge gains ahead for the entire sector amid a super cycle that has the potential to last a decade. There are plenty of reasons why a long list of Wall Street banks are extremely bullish on commodities. These include rapidly surging global inflation, tightening supply versus soaring demand, logistical bottlenecks to ever-growing supply chains, all combined with a very disruptive economic recovery from the pandemic that shows no signs of fading anytime soon. The previous two super cycles, they took place in the 1970s and the 2000s, and in both cases the commodity sector that resembled the identical telltale signs as it's displaying again right now. If history is anything to go by, then the stage is almost certainly set for commodity prices to skyrocket and reach new all-time highs in the months ahead. All in all, the evidence is mounting that new commodity super cycle is underway. It goes without saying that commodities are definitely one of the hottest and most exciting asset classes to watch in 2022. Now looking ahead, the major high-stake events that traders will be watching very closely next week for clues on the market's next big moves, they will be the US consumer price inflation data. The reading is expected to show a record-setting gain of 7%, which would be the largest year-over-year jump in consumer inflation in over 40 years. Also on the radar will be the producer price inflation data, as well as Fed Chair Jerome Powell's nomination hearing before the US Senate, which always has the potential to move the market significantly. So with that, let's move over to the charts and we'll talk you through exactly what we're looking at here as we head into next week. So first of all, let's start with the dollar here. So the dollar, of course, broke down on Friday, 0.5% on the day, broke down later on in the session after non-farm payroll data. So this sets up nicely now as we go into next week. Typically between now and the end of the month, the dollar does tend to either be range bound or under pressure. And what I would certainly have a look at here is the opportunities that we've got on some of the metals here after we've had that usual first week of January rug pull. So I've talked to you through this before. Great opportunities to buy into the metals at the end of November, beginning of December, capitalize on that month and then get out the trade, bank your profit as we did last week with our clients, over 9,000 points banked with all of our clients at the Gold and Silver Club. So again, every one lot contract you'll be trading, that's $90,000 of profit. Every 10 lot contract you'll be trading, that's $900,000 of profit, but you must get out before the rug pull that you get in the first week of January. Now, it's not only been like that on the metals, you've seen that across a number of different markets, from the stock markets to cryptocurrencies. You've seen these big sell-offs once all the institutions and banks, they come back in the first week of January. So that's where you want to make sure that you're banking and capitalizing, banking backing into strength, being nimble, don't get greedy, and just make sure you take that windful amount of profit off the table, as opposed to all of the traders who come back after their Christmas holidays. They've been doing nothing throughout the whole of December. They come back very fresh in the first week of January. They get into a bunch of trades. What happens? They just get completely chopped up and they get rug pulled as well. We definitely don't want that for you. So with that, let's take a look at the markets going into next week here. So gold, the close that we've got here, 1,796 US dollars per ounce. I would look at this market as being range bound going into next week. I would expect a potential reversal, certainly over the month of January, coming back towards the swing highs here. Definitely wouldn't rule out a move back down towards the mid-December lows here, but at the same time, overall expectation will be there'll be some good opportunities just to trade this range bound price action throughout the month of January here. There are some very different cycles as you get into February. You've got the Chinese New Year holidays, which you'll get in the first week of February. That creates some great cycles as well. But for now, I would look to capitalize really on this range bound price action, not only with gold here as well, but also on markets such as platinum, where you've continued to see nice amount of volatility on this market. Gave us some great trades over December, but as we go into next week again, more of this range bound price action to higher. Ultimately, I would look for higher lows and higher highs, certainly on the metals throughout this quarter. There are some very specific cycles to be taken advantage of throughout the rest of January and into February as well. I would look at dips here on gold, on silver, on platinum as opportunities to buy in. You've already seen over a 4% correction in the last week here on silver, the usual rug pull that you get in the first week of January. Again, many traders, they then get their delayed confirmation in the first week. They buy right at the top just before prices get slammed again off the back of the minutes of the FOMC, then into non-farm payrolls, and now you have a much better entry price at these levels for gold, for silver, for platinum, for palladium, and so forth. So again, overall expectation would be between now and the end of the month, you will get more range-bound price action. Obviously, the prices you got right now are much more attractive for the metals than a week ago, than you would have seen at the start of January. So I would look at dips here as buy opportunities, certainly on silver. Same really on platinum again here. Overall expectation is that we'll remain range bound on this market. You can see the range that we're moving in right now, 900 level up to the 1,000 level. There'll be nice opportunities towards the lower end of this range, trading it back towards the swing highs that were tested just over a week ago, essentially, on this market. Very similar for gold as well. Certainly, I would expect gold prices, they'll be back above 1,800 next week. You can take advantage of this range-bound volatility back towards the 1815, 1820, and 1830 level. And then, of course, just this up and down price action, particularly at the end of the month as well. You should see more liquidations as you get towards the China 1 week holiday as well for the Chinese New Year. But for now, great range-bound opportunities here on the metals. You can see where you get the price structure here for a breakout to the upside in the short term for gold, but again, just expect that usual volatility throughout the month of January. Now, palladium is another market we put on your radar in December, and this market has absolutely taken off over the last month here, breaking out over 5,000 points to the upside. Absolutely capitulated after breaking down to 1,500 US dollars per ounce, then hitting target at $2,000 per ounce, all the way back up towards the swing highs here. It's been an immense move. Both platinum and palladium have been very correlated lately. I would definitely watch out for that correlation on both of those markets. Keep a very close eye on platinum as well as you go into the month of February. It tends to be a very favorable time for this market. And crude oil as well. Crude oil prices, they've hit 80 US dollars per barrel just in the last week, up 4.5%. As we mentioned to you in December, the real sweet spot to be buying oil would be between 70 US dollars per barrel down to 65 US dollars per barrel. You can see since those prices, oil has already rallied over $10 to the upside, $10 per barrel, over 1,000-point move there. This is a market you absolutely want on your radar throughout this quarter and also throughout 2022. As we've seen with many markets over 2021, including the energies, the metals, agricultural markets, extraordinary times. They do create extraordinary opportunities. Right now, we're living in one of the most exciting and rewarding periods in monetary history. Whatever long-term goal you're looking to achieve through trading, whether that's to create a full-time income, a second or replacement income, or just to earn a better return on your savings, now is the time to really take action to give yourself the gift of a better 2022. Right now, you have an opportunity to make 2022 your best year yet, which, based on our research, we predict is going to be a record-setting year due to all the macroeconomic events that are currently unfolding. If you want to maximize your money-making potential and thrive, not just survive in these fast-moving markets, you need to adapt your strategy to the current market conditions and, most importantly, utilize a professional, research-driven approach to the market. In these times of heightened volatility and rapidly surging inflation, the importance of having an essential income-generating skill like trading, it has become a must-have necessity. If the pandemic has taught us anything, it's that you should never rely on just one income stream. Building multiple streams of income is no longer just an option, it's a priority to make sure that you're inflation-proof and that you can thrive in this highly lucrative climate, not just survive. If you want to gain the ultimate edge to really supercharge your wealth in these fast-moving and highly profitable markets, then you need to trade like the hedge funds, the money managers, the institutions, utilizing a professional, research-driven approach. Having access to the right data at the right time is the single greatest difference between ordinary and extraordinary results. The greater your data and intelligence, the greater your edge in navigating these fast-moving markets with precision, accuracy, and the highest level of profitability. Trading like every other misguided retail trader out there, using outdated technical analysis and gimmicky technical indicators will not work, and you're guaranteed to get crushed and chopped up in these markets. You need to be utilizing a research-driven approach in the market where you're utilizing statistics, data, market intelligence, understanding, learning the daily, the weekly, the monthly, the quarterly cycles for each commodity, key areas of liquidity, sentiment in the market, the capital flows, learning and understanding the macroeconomics, the fundamentals, and the highest impact news items which will move commodities, creating those big impulse moves that you can capitalize on and profit from extremely quickly. And alongside that, understanding and learning where the hedge funds, money managers, banks and institutions are positioned in the market in real time. That will help you massively to get an edge. So with that, if you would like to join our community of successful traders, learn the research-driven approach to the market and join our professional mentorship program, there is an opportunity for you to do so. As a member, you get access to our exclusive live trading room webinars. You have access to our real-time trade ideas, institutional research and market intelligence, access to our private Members Academy website, and also support and one-to-one mentoring. For more information, just go to www.jointhelivetradingroom.com. The link is also below this report in the description. So just click on the link, make an application, and we will of course get in touch with you ASAP. And do make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you're always kept updated with all of the latest commodity reports.